That's not unusual. And how dangerous, as you said, Des, there's quite a bit of traffic out there on the 710 North this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's going free flow, but, you know, it is Friday evening. No doubt a lot of folks headed out, you know, for the long weekend as well. You know, we had a lot of traffic earlier on this afternoon, but a lot of folks staying in town. They're headed out for the evening, kind of prime time weekend. And, you know, unfortunately now.
What's up, Danger and Shadow? Here we go.
120 miles an hour. The Orange County Sheriff's Deputies helicopter, I believe they switched out, and LA County Sheriff's got overhead, and we're hearing that CHP may bring in their helicopter as well. They may
All
need
right,
actually,
Gino, welcome, Scentless. Hey,
they are on this now, and they might
we
need
are
multiple
doing
eyes
this
in the air because these people are this driver is going so fast.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder whether or not these burglars or these thieves are from the LA area, went to San Diego to commit this crime, and now heading back north because, as Desmond was saying, Pat, they weren't stopped, or they tried to get stopped till they hit Orange County. So, I mean, they drove quite a distance.
Yeah, and would probably like to go even further.
Yeah.
But
all right, we're going to do this prediction.
You know what, Des,
here in a second.
it's difficult, obviously, when you're on the freeway. You've got traffic out there at these high speeds, but they're going to obviously stay on top of this. Well, they certainly are so far. But
2 minutes, make your
bets.
bets.
At this particular, you can't do.
Is
a
this
spike
going to go
strip
for
sure.
15
You
minutes?
Can't pit.
Quinn B, welcome.
All you can do is really try to stay on top of this or follow.
Hey,
these people
Alex, welcome.
As long as you can. You mentioned
Channel
CHP
4 got it
being
too.
Overhead. Are they also on the ground?
I believe that is them on the ground, yes. You see that single black door there. So this is CHP. And again, this started with Orange County Sheriff's deputies. And you're right, when you've got speeds like this, there's really not a lot they can do.
No bingo? Oh, yeah,
All
let's
they
do
can hope
that.
is that the suspect gets off of the freeway and slows down, but there's really no indication that that's going to happen.
We have
So
no
that could be
night
even
sun?
more dangerous for the public.
Yeah, we do.
Or hope
Okay.
that they run out of
Yeah, of
gas,
course.
or maybe just pull over and get out
All
and
right.
run like that. But as far as them actively bringing this to an end on the freeway, that is not in the cards right now. That's for sure.
All right.
Hey, Leisure, I'm
down in
good.
Norwalk area.
Nice to see
And
you.
so far, we haven't seen any movement of them
MK,
trying to
welcome.
go on surface streets, or haven't heard anything
Clear
like
Joker,
that.
what's up?
Right, Desmond? They've been committed to freeways since
Everybody.
this thing started.
That's what we've heard. We heard this initiate when they were trying to pull this vehicle over. It was around the 405 and the 22.
Oh, Brindy, hey.
So we made record timing to get up here
What's
into Long
up?
Beach. We were coming from downtown LA. And we
Lady
heard 120
Stiletto, they're
miles an
chasing
hour,
somebody
and we had to,
who,
chart a
maybe
different course so
multiple
that
people who
we could
robbed a
catch up
home
with this pursuit
or
as
something.
It goes underneath us, and now we are already on the westbound 105.
That's their,
So,
that's
I mean,
what
it's
they're,
in just about 10 minutes
they're in
time,
Compton
We've
again.
gone from the Orange County line now well into LA County onto this westbound 105, the Century Freeway.
Snarkaroni,
And,
welcome.
Let's see where these folks are headed.
This
if
is
there's
3
any
straight
rhyme or
chases
reason
that
to
have been in
this.
Compton.
We've got
3
the,
straight.
LAX airspace, downtown LA, which can make things so difficult for law enforcement at these speeds. I mean, just these sudden movements here at 100 miles an hour. All it's going to take is one person making a lane change here, somebody drifting
Oh,
into a
yo.
lane, or just
Shadow,
not
thank
looking at
you.
enough time. I mean, just look at how quickly this person is
Please
flying,
follow CM on
flying
Kick,
all of
Shadow
these
said.
vehicles right here. Extremely nerve-wracking. A crash right now would be catastrophic.
No question about that, Mike.
Yeah, hi Pat. So I've been just
This
listening
guy's
to some
pretty
of this
good at
radio
driving.
traffic. They say 2 to 3 suspects were involved in the burglary.
What do you guys think? Maybe?
They believe that 2 to 3 suspects are in the vehicle as well.
Are you
2 to
eating the
3
cookie?
men
Yeah, MK, I
specifically.
ate the
I also
cookie.
have just heard them, the CHP helicopter, as Desmond mentioned, is overhead. They've actually asked to alert LAX as we're heading the westbound 105. Will eventually dead end.
Daniel,
into
where are
LAX.
you? You say the cops are
They've asked
passing you?
LAX PD to come and
You
try
live
to be
there?
aware and be on the perimeter of LAX in case this enters that airspace. As we've talked about many times before, and Desmond can attest. As soon as they
Compton
get
is
into that
now
LAX airspace,
ground zero for police
more
chases.
so right on the edge of those runways, even the law enforcement helicopters can't kind of follow in that area. So they really want LAXPD
On the right shoulder.
to be
Oh,
ready
geez.
if something were to happen there.
You know, and as Desmond was talking about how the speeds that they're driving, if
They're
they
talking
happen to
about a no-fly zone.
Swerve into a vehicle, but even on our freeways, it could take something on the road. We have things that
Got a
fall
cop
out,
coming up
out of
on him now.
vehicles
Yep.
all the time, and that certainly
Sean,
would be
welcome.
catastrophic.
Canadian lady.
catastrophic as well.
EK, what's up?
So anything could
Yeah,
happen.
I mean, this guy was just driving. It was just driving on the right-hand shoulder there at about 100 miles an hour. That's where debris, all kinds of stuff gets swept over towards the shoulder for Caltrans to come and pick up at a later time. So they're very lucky.
getting off the
lanes were
highway.
clear right there. And now we're off the freeway
getting
here
off.
at Imperial Highway, and now we're already on the edge of that
Ooh.
LAX airspace, right through that red light. And
Oh,
so here
no
we come
fly
down
zone.
into the Watts area. And I believe this is a BMW. Oh, here we go. We got
Oh, they're out.
And the car is
They're
still,
out.
is the
Trip,
car-
4 people.
Four.
All of them. All
And
of
the
them. They
car
came
is
right
still
into this
moving.
neighborhood, and they're all out, and they left it in drive there as well. So we saw everyone scatter. I believe this is the driver underneath this tree, I believe. But it looks like we might be in one of the projects right here, just north
Man.
of the 105 freeway. People running all over the place.
There's too many of them. How do you
think
know which
this
one
is-
was the driver
oh
anymore?
boy, now I think this might be. Okay, well, we got a couple of them running over this way. Pretty dark in this area as well. Okay, we've got 3 of
Okay,
the
they're still
suspects now
running.
running 105th
Let's go.
Crozius Avenue.
They're gonna run out of
coming
gas
into
here
this
soon.
parking lot. So, boy, now, did they come up to this area specifically? I mean, they got right off the freeway and bailed right in this area.
They're just walking.
And now they're just kind of acting like they're not involved in this right now, but we're pretty sure these are 2 of the
That's-
suspects.
Are we
Right
sure those
here
guys are
that
involved
we're
in
looking
it?
at right now.
They just went under the
Walking.
tree, it seems. Yeah.
Well, they kind of were casually. It's really dark, Desmond, but I can not. Well, there's the law enforcement is right in the area. I just saw
So,
one
is
drive
this
by,
chase
so
did
I'm
not
sure
last
in a minute
anywhere
when there's
near
another
15
one. They're going to
minutes.
have this set up a perimeter around this area in the Watts area.
I mean,
Look at this
And,
vehicle.
well, and you saw those.
Are
and
all
you-
3
you
of these
don't see the
guys?
spotlight here from the sheriff's helicopter.
All
overhead.
4 of
I
them?
think
I
they
can
got
see them.
lost
Yeah.
underneath the buildings and the trees. I'm pretty sure these are 2, possibly 3 of the suspects. I remember
What?
seeing a
Is
white
that
hoodie.
all of
They
them?
all got out,
Did they
and
get any
it
of
looked like they
them?
were scattering. Now you see these other people here. They're kind of trailing them. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Why are
Yeah,
these people
another
running
short
through
one.
our neighborhood right now?
I
But
mean,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
Are they
that-
just
well,
pretending?
now
I
we've-
mean,
we've
are
got
they the guys
mixing
who
of
are in
4,
it? If
5,
they
6
are,
different people.
they were running,
Now
so
it's
they must
really
be.
going to be difficult to tell who's who. They've got
Oh,
hoodies
this
on,
is
black and white
this is a
hoodies.
unique
So
plan.
this is
Okay,
really,
just try to go
really
and blend in with a bunch of other
tough
people,
to,
and maybe
to
they
discern.
won't
Everyone's
know
kinda getting shuffled
that
up
white
right
hoodie.
now.
Yeah,
And,
2 went to the
but-
left.
who
2
is
went to the right.
who was in the car.
Yeah,
They were
I
just
know
showing
that
the
there was
replay
at
there,
least one
Desmond.
black and white hoodie.
Is that
Yeah.
their plan?
But I do not. I don't.
That
see
might
law
work.
enforcement. They went flying
Wow.
by at one point, and
That
this
might
is, You
work.
know, sometimes we see suspects do this where they sprint, they get away, and then they just stop, and then they just act like, oh no, I'm just out here. You know, Friday night, we're just out here hanging out.
Hey,
with
it's
our
not the
friends.
worst
And
plan.
then now it's
Well, there's
really
certainly more
hard
than
to
4.
determine who's who.
But then, man,
there's
their
more than
heart
4.
must be
First I thought,
racing
well,
right
we've
now.
got 4,
Can you
so that's
imagine
pretty
how
obvious, but there
intense
were
that
more
would
than
be
4
if
people
you were
there.
one of these guys
As you
just
can
trying
see,
to like
some
walk
people
away? Like,
standing,
are they gonna know?
kind
Are
of
they
staying
gonna know?
back, and these 3 or 4,
Freaking out.
they're walking away.
And Desmond, really quick, if you see the CHP helicopter, it sounds like they've got the driver under their light. So now he may have gone into a residence, they're saying. And really quick, Pat and Juan, I want to tell you, we just got a phone with San Diego Sheriff. We've learned that the suspect stole an entire safe full of weapons.
Whoa.
And so that's
Whoa.
why, obviously, they wanted to get these guys, but an entire safe was stolen in that burglary.
They took
And
a
that's obviously
safe full of
can't get that out of the
weapons.
vehicle, but I'm sure they probably
Yeah.
caught
What?
him with that
That's
vehicle by now.
serious.
Yet there's
What?
CHP or sheriff's deputies down there. Obviously got their eyes on these folks here, but there's certainly more than 4 in this particular area. That could be
they're
just
all,
mixed in, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, that's just make it a guess,
well,
or just
that's
people that live
obviously
there.
Obviously what they're trying to do to blend in, and we've got several people wearing white hoodies and black hoodies, and now it's very difficult to tell who's who.
And it
gosh,
seems
I mean,
like the
law
group keeps
enforcement was
growing.
right there, but I think, yeah, they are, and law enforcement was right there, but you had 4 people get out and run. I only saw that one lead unit that was right there, and the helicopter overhead. I think they zigged when these guys zagged, and now it's just like a big shuffle here. Everyone's got hoodies on down here. I mean, it is cold tonight.
I don't know,
but you
man.
can see
This is a good plan, I
CHP's
think.
helicopter right there. They've got this spotlight on, but it's going to be
Ooh,
very hard to
Jeez.
identify who's innocent and who's a suspect now.
Man,
Can
this
we
might be a
tell
good way to
about,
do this.
Vehicles on the ground there.
Oh man, this is a large
we know there are a number of
coordinated
law
effort, though,
enforcement
isn't it? How could
in
you
the
get this
area.
many people
Are
down
they
to do?
still in their vehicles? Are they
This
out,
is
Desmond? Can you
hilarious.
tell?
Well, I don't want to zoom out too much here
Okay.
to potentially lose these suspects, but
Couldn't have been that
you know,
big of
we're
a safe with that
inside
car, right?
here
If it
of
was in
this
that
big
car, could
development
not have
just
been.
north of the 105 off the Imperial exit, and this is this is a really large development with lots of parking lots and stuff. It might be kind of difficult for them to navigate and probably near impossible to seal off, especially when you have all these people out here. We know that one of these people with a white hoodie, I think it's that right in the middle of the screen with the spotlight on. I'm pretty sure, about as certain as I can be. And here
Does
we
he have
go.
white
Now
pants on?
We have some officers.
This
that are
guy
trying to
had
meet
white
this-
pants on. I
this
don't know if
group,
that
and
guy's
this
got
is gonna
white
be a
pants
difficult
on.
situation for them now, as they're in
This
a
guy right
large
here,
group of
he,
people,
that must be
at
him.
least one or two suspects here, and a lot of other people that didn't have any involvement with this.
Those are officers and deputies down there now, too, right up against him. And I can hear that.
Nah, that guy's got
California
black
Highway
pants
Patrol
on.
helicopter did identify one of these people in the crowd as a suspect. And
Hey,
they're trying to
Mirror,
get these
thank you for
officers and
following.
Deputies
Yep.
to.
Oh,
Yep,
there
here we
he's-
go.
He's got his hands up. On the
Oh.
ground.
Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I think it was this person. Obviously, this is.
The other guy had
really
white
tough one.
pants
I
on,
definitely
though.
cannot say for sure.
He had
I'm
white
trying
pants on, right? Or was that
hardest
just the
to
light?
follow
Did I get tricked?
The white hoodie that I saw
Was it
sprinting
just the
earlier
light that made it
and then
look like
stopping
white
and
pants?
coming back to this area, and I think that they may have the right person, but this is
Dude,
just
I
a
don't know
very
about
difficult
that.
situation, Pat and
Yeah,
Juan.
it certainly is.
Yeah.
And you're talking
Looked
about
like he
the
had
right
white
person,
pants
but
on.
also that's one of three. I mean, yeah, one of four. So where are the other three?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And
Dude, that
will
guy's
this
not wearing white
Yeah,
One
pants.
guy tell
Give up.
officers where the other three are.
Right. Well, there's that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Think that's
you
the
know, we were
wrong
dealing with
guy.
This case in Seal Beach the other day, where the officers were actually able to use fingerprints on the cars.
I don't know, he looks
to
like
try
about
to
the same
identify
height,
some of these
though.
guys. So that may be a tactic they'll try to use later. Obviously, that won't
I
help
don't
them
know.
right this moment.
Oh, that's a play area.
It's a kid's playground.
Yeah, playground.
So far, only one in custody, huh, Des? That we're seeing?
I believe so. We'll see
Okay.
if we can get any info from the helicopter overhead, but this has just been a very chaotic ending. But, you know,
I think that
sometimes, you
this
know, we
may
say
have-
the
I mean, I
suspects
don't know
come
how
up
many
to
of them they
areas
got,
that,
really, just
they're
there's two of
familiar
them
with.
still,
It seemed like
or
these
what?
people had a plan from the
They
very
got the
beginning to
driver, they
come.
said.
They must have been very familiar with this area. Just come flying up here as quickly as possible out of Orange County.
Man,
getting
I
up
don't
here in
know.
record timing, right off the freeway, right through that light, and immediately out of the vehicle. So we're getting at least one person in custody with relative certainty
GP,
that
it's
this is
over.
one of the four.
He had white
but
pants. That's
as
what I'm
for
saying.
the
This
other
dude did
three,
not change his pants.
Unknown at this point.
And let's just go over this one more time, Desmond. They stole a safe.
Yeah, controller's
from
right. If you
somewhere
commit
in
a
San
crime, you
Diego
gotta wear
County?
layers.
We actually
Okay.
just got more information from the San
true.
Diego sheriff. It was in Poway, which is kind of the northeastern
Yeah.
point of San Diego, just north of the city there. That call time was 8:02 p.m. is what time
Okay.
the burglary happened. So
I guess
you know, almost an hour and a half now.
They're
And they
not gonna
stole
tell
the
us a
weapons
whole lot
out
more?
of the safe. So we think
Maybe?
the safe was still there, but they took all
The
of the
whole
weapons
safe.
out of it.
Oh, they took the weapons
They
out.
took all the
Out of
weapons
the safe
out
and
of
took it in their car theoretically. So I mean, you know, an hour and a half ago, that's pretty much drive time from there to here. So
They stole a
it doesn't
bunch
seem
of
like they
guns.
maybe were able to make any stops in between.
And did they know the house to target, too?
Somebody's
That's another
throwing
question.
something.
Well, that's not good.
And what I just noticed, somebody looked like they were throwing something here at officers.
Oh, this is
now.
gonna this
is kinda
this
what I
is
was
how you
saying
get
about,
away from the
you know,
cops,
they're-
dude. Just
they're
get
walking into a
everybody
pretty
else in
volatile
trouble
situation now into this
with
neighborhood. There's
you,
a large group of
and then they
people
won't know which
now
one of
words
you
are
or
being
what. I don't know
exchanged
how
now.
this is
I
gonna
mean,
work
it
out for
looks like
any of these people.
CHP officers forming kind of almost a skirmish line. I just saw something being thrown in the direction of one of these officers. It might have just been food.
Oh,
or
now they're
something
gonna
like that. It's
fight?
right in front of this officer, right near his flashlight.
Dispatchers
so
are advising the officers to keep their heads up because things are being thrown. I also see that's Orange County Sheriff right there with them too.
So
Okay.
you've got CHP, Orange County Sheriffs,
And
Yo, I
LA
think this
Sheriff
and
guy.
LA Sheriffs.
I don't know. What do you
Three
think?
law
Do you think he's
enforcement
gonna get
agencies.
away?
A
This
lot
is a
of
mess.
people in the area. Out.
Confusion, yeah.
Yeah, certainly there's, a lot of, it's tense, obviously. And as far as we know, they still
Could
have
be gang
just
territory.
one person and one suspect in custody, and there were 3 others that jumped out of that vehicle. And it does make you, it does
you know,
make you
it was
think
just-
they knew where they were going and where they
Right,
wanted to go.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. I mean, that did
Yeah,
seem like a
and
pretty
it just
direct
makes it-
path.
Yeah, and to create this confusion, right?
Hey, that
Well,
was
just the fact to
unique
drive all the way from
strategy
San
there.
Diego
I'd never
County
seen that before.
To
And
LAX.
Right. Get off at
Or near
Imperial.
LAX.
I mean,
run that red
I,
light. And
I
then
don't
dump
know.
the
I
car
kind of
here
feel like they're gonna figure it
in
out,
this
but
sort of cul-de-sac right where a kid's
I don't know.
playground
What do you guys think?
is
Are they gonna?
located.
You think this person could really get away at this point?
115th and Crocious, I believe. And residents still out tonight. I'm sure they want to talk to residents as well. And
They
try
told
to,
all
if they
these people to
can,
be in this area.
ascertain if any of
That's
those
a good
suspects are
question too.
among
How
those
did all
Well,
this
they're
come
talking
together?
about right now, Pat, that
You
one
know?
of the suspects has run into
How
a
did they
home
make
here.
this happen?
They're not entirely clear on which one it is, so that's presenting a lot of difficulties for them. But
Like, how-
they
you-
did see a suspect run into a home.
Ness. So what happened is these guys
Okay, this is
were driving
so the
fast
right
as
side
hell.
of the
They
screen,
apparently
this is
stole
what
some
happened when they
guns,
pulled
and then
into
they
this,
bailed out of this car like this.
development. You
Oh,
can see
that's the
two
guy they got.
Run out to the left and two
Right?
run out to the right.
That's the guy.
One
This
failed,
guy
the
they
car is
didn't.
Still going. Officers are right behind them though.
I think they didn't get the two guys who ran this way. Or wait, there's another guy with white. Dude, they're all wearing the same thing?
Yeah, they just got out and ran so fast.
The one
And
guy had
it
dark
looked like
pants,
they
but
were
then two
splitting up,
guys
and we
got
were
white
watching
pants?
The driver, and then I saw two of the other suspects come and join the driver in the shot.
Yeah,
And
Ness, they were
suddenly
going through
started
Compton. It is
intermingling with
close.
2 or 3 other people, and then 3 of them were standing there. And
I
then
know.
Was able to track it.
We were
at
thinking
least
about you.
The one person we're pretty sure is the one that we saw get into the back of that CHP cruiser, and the other 2. You know, it was just like a big shuffling of hoodies there with a bunch of people.
Man,
Just
how did they
so
figure this?
difficult
How
to
did
tell,
this is smart,
what
but
was
like
what.
how
Everything happened so quickly. You know, it's
how
hard to
would
say if
you
CHP or sheriff's deputies got a positive ID on the other
set
people?
all
and
that
then, of
up?
course, you know,
I'm
they could
kind of
just take-
impressed
they could just
by
take their sweatshirts off and
what they
you know,
did.
to,
I mean,
kind
the
of
thing is, it could blow up and then
disguise
all your
themselves
friends get in
that way,
trouble.
or
I don't know.
as part of their
I don't
clothing,
think
and
that
that makes
it's,
things
you know, like
even
this
more
could
difficult.
this could go
Desmond, is
bad.
that car still in the shot there?
The suspect, well,
That pursuit?
You went there to pick your
let's see
phone
what
up.
happened to that. So it was right up here at this corner, I believe, where we came up, and then we saw that they had left that blue car in drive, and it continued to
To this
move.
project?
And I assume that an officer came along and moved it out of the way, maybe over to the curb at some point.
There was
or
a
somebody
tossed
at least put
object
it in
too.
park.
Oh,
Now, that's a good question.
dude, I
Ron.
forgot we had
can't
the
see
bingo
where,
card on the
Yeah.
screen.
where that blue vehicle disappeared to.
I can see they put up a police line too between that pickup truck right there in the middle of your shot. Well, yeah, quite a bit of police line.
We're not getting anything tonight.
Is that the vehicle or not? In the middle of our shot there.
No, there was a blue. I think it was like a blue BMW.
It was, and I actually just played back the video. The vehicle left. I just played back
Wait,
your
what?
video, Desmond, from when we were over just ahead. That vehicle stopped, and then you see it keep rolling. It makes a little bit of a left turn there.
What?
And then it comes back into our shot and drives off down that street.
So someone is driving the vehicle.
Interesting.
No way, no way.
That was just
Oh, wow.
someone else in this area. I mean, there were a lot of people that were just out here tonight, and so if someone took that vehicle or if it was one of the suspects that drove off in the vehicle, that is a really interesting wrinkle in all this.
But they've got
Mike,
the
did we
plate.
hear anything about that vehicle being stolen?
No, I mean, I believe they had the plate number, as Pat, you were just saying, and I never heard them mention at all that it was
Gotta be
stolen.
kidding
So
me.
that's, you know, but now all those weapons that were taken from that home are you know, again missing.
Come on.
That was what they really wanted, as much as the suspect.
Get
They
your
wanted to
points
recover all
back.
those weapons, and now,
Oh
those
my
have
God.
Potentially vanished into
Wow.
into the night.
Apparently they're not done.
Well, you know the good thing here, guys, is no one else was injured. Thank goodness.
They
because
handed the
we
car off
saw
to
them
someone. There's
driving
no
at over
way.
100
Yo,
miles
there's
an
no
hour
way they
or
thought all
something
this
like that.
out. There's just no way.
And that is a huge scene.
Yeah,
We've
and
got
here you
to.
I mean,
oh, go ahead,
how
Jeff.
could I don't know. Like really?
I was just saying, you see how they put the
This is
police
like a
came up and
large
just basically
conspiracy,
said everyone
right?
needs to
Like
stay
this.
out of this
This
area
is
right here.
look at all these people. This is a
Yeah.
large
Yeah, I
conspiracy.
mean, this is where that vehicle was last seen. So it looks like maybe they're kind of partially sealing off this area right here.
I don't know.
To at least
Willowbrook
keep
and
people away.
115th. They've just located the car. Willowbrook and 115th.
Wow.
How far is that,
Willowbrook
Mike?
and 115.
Let me look right now. Hang on, let me pull up a map here
Not
really quick.
very
Ness, I
Anyone
guess
in
you're
it?
right.
Wow, that's what they're
This
sorting
is
and trying to
this
sort
is
that out right now.
diabolical.
Willowbrook and 115.
Maybe you're right. I don't know. I have a hard time believing
115
anybody
and Croces.
pulled this off. Oh man, it is.
Yeah, that's just
It would
off
just
of,
require
105 in
so much
Wilmington.
planning in such a short period of
Yeah,
time
okay, so
that it's
Wilmington,
almost
Willowbrook.
unthinkable.
So Willowbrook and 115th. That is actually just about right down in here. Okay, so not too far away.
There it is.
And,
Yep.
Okay, yep, here we go. They did find the vehicle.
There's the car.
Oh, looks like it crashed.
Oh,
Jeez.
shit.
Okay, so
What?
They got the car, and we'll have to see if we hear if they
What?
recovered the weapons.
And
Did it
if
just roll down
whoever-
the road, or
if
what
someone was
happened here?
They had somebody had to drive that vehicle. Did they get them as well, or did they run
Right.
off?
Yeah, they do have somebody here. It looks like they got
No
somebody here
way.
in the vehicle, so they did get somebody here. So
Oh, he did
very
try to
curious if
take
this
the
was one of
car.
those suspects,
Oh,
or if
no.
this was just someone else
Failed.
in that area who saw an opportunity, because we saw the
How
four
did
people
you
get out
crash it that
that vehicle.
fast?
But I think they were thinking that there were 3 people in the car, and I'm pretty sure we saw 4.
We did.
Maybe there was even someone else in that. Maybe there was a 5th person.
Yeah,
it
I
all
know.
happened so fast.
I saw at least 2 run out of the driver's side and 2.
How
out the
did you
passenger
drive the
side. But
car?
You're right. There could have been someone else because it did
Oh,
happen.
man,
very,
how did
very
that
quickly.
happen?
But also very interesting how either they tried to blend in, or others, at least 2 more people are still at large or in a house, as you mentioned, Desmond. I'm not sure who this person is that drove that BMW
Right.
off.
And
Was that
why
a
they
suspect,
crashed
or were
too.
they, or just down there on the ground, one of the other.
So Pat, I was
Spectator.
just playing that video back, and Desmond had a clear shot of all 4 people getting out of the car, and we never lost the shot. But
Ambulance.
you see the car start to steer, so
Right.
there must have been a 5th person in there because I didn't see anybody.
This guy got
back in
hurt?
after those 4 people got out.
Wow.
And then one, if is that the 5th person then, who they have?
Who they have right here? Yeah,
And again, why did it crash?
right.
I wonder how quickly they discovered this vehicle.
If that
This
person
is
was a
really
part
quick.
of
I mean,
the
I told Desmond
conspiracy,
about
they
it, immediately
fucking
when I
failed.
heard it. So I think just within the last few minutes or so. I mean, obviously the fire department's just now.
Or was
getting
that
here as
just
well.
like
So now we've got
opportunity?
2 crime scenes, guys.
right?
Like 115th and Crocious and.
Yeah, Alex, it was a
115,
crazy one.
Willowbrook.
And Willowbrook.
Yeah, and here you could see them both in the shot. Here you see the 2 choppers.
So all the
right before
guns are
Ryan
in that
shot.
car? Is that
And
what
just
we're to
got
understand?
Maybe 3 or 4 blocks over here.
Is that the?
And it
I
looks
don't
like
know.
that vehicle just went straight into that guardrail there over those train tracks and just crashed. And whoever was driving that car, they do have somebody in custody now here as well.
See, on the right side of the screen, when you watch, you'll see the car steer here, and nobody else gets back in.
Oh.
And then we're
Right,
slowing the video down. So it's
Okay,
kinda hard to
we
tell,
got
but
the
You'll eventually see
Zapruder
it,
film.
start moving
Straightens
again.
up and then
Yeah.
goes down the street, right?
Yeah, you see the headlights kind of turn right there. And then it
Yeah,
eventually,
does
you
any
know,
of the
doesn't
other
zooming
news
in here to
stations
look at
have
the
video
suspects,
on
but
this? We need
he'll
to
come back
aggregate.
out and you'll see the headlights
need
of the
to
car and the
aggregate.
car come back down the street. It should be right in here.
Right
when
there.
yeah.
Right?
Well, that's
Wait,
the sheriff's
that's
helicopter.
the car?
Above the
Oh,
Crocious
yeah, you
one
see it
moving.
right there.
That's
right to the left
it.
of the location bar there.
Yeah.
Who
yeah.
got in there?
Well,
How
this is-
how did they?
This is going to take
Yeah.
some time. I would
Was
say.
that something they
We
planned?
have watched this pursuit that began in San Diego County, in
guess.
Poway to be exact.
This-
where
this guy
at
really
least
fucked it
4,
up.
Possibly 5. We're thinking 5. Stole a safe full of guns. Wonder what
Yeah,
what
they were
kind
worried
of-
about
where'd
the
steal
suspects. They didn't
safe-
secure the
safe from?
vehicle.
What kind of
We were told a
store? What kind-
residential, a home.
in a home.
In a home, and we just learned also, my colleague Angelina on the desk just talked to San Diego Sheriff again. Nobody was home at the time of the burglary, which is good news, and nobody was injured. But they are now saying, after they looked into it a little bit more, that safe is missing. So they're obviously, hoping it ends up in the back of this car. But
They have the
they'll have
safe
to find
too?
out when they search it.
Well, they obviously had to know that safe was in that home with guns.
Yeah.
Safes are
Indeed.
pretty
big and
specific
heavy,
A
man.
targeted burglary.
Sure.
Right?
Moving
Well,
those.
yeah, now they're going over.
Uh-huh.
not
Now
cool.
they're searching the
BMW.
car. Let's see what happens if they pop the trunk there.
It's
You
just
know?
very interesting, Des, how meticulous they are. And is that the fire department?
Yeah.
What would they be looking
yeah,
for, the
this
fire
is,
department?
They're probably
Yeah,
checking to make
Canadian
sure
lady,
there's no
they
fuel
did
leaks
say
in the
that,
car
but
when
now
they
they're
hit
saying that they have
hit
the
fence
safe,
there.
Okay.
or the safe is missing.
Des, go ahead.
Before they come in.
I don't know. Take
Yeah, no, I was
everything
gonna
they say
concur
with a
Mike
grain
that,
of salt, all of it.
Once they can
Is
verify
the
that,
train going through, huh?
then they'll come and check it out. And look, I mean, this was the
Wow.
blue
How do
line
you
tracks, I
crash
believe,
though?
right here,
It was just seconds
where,
later. They
just
the
a
thing
few
is, how
more
do you
feet
crash
and this
that
vehicle would have,
badly?
ended up on
Did
the
they
track
just hit the
disrupting
gas and
service
didn't
there.
realize that they had to
So,
like turn the wheel?
Unfortunately, it stopped, but they're going to make sure that this vehicle is, not on the verge of catching fire or anything before they open the back. But
Well, they're
once
opening-
again,
Yeah.
You got the
first
fire
time
department
for
there.
everything now with these suspects. They got out, and someone apparently stayed in the car and kind of very sneakily tried to drive the car away. And Not sure what happened here, how they ended up on the curb. Looks like they hit this pylon right here on the way into the curb if they were swerving to avoid another vehicle.
Didn't
or
catch that
what
on
is
camera.
Uncertain. But now we're just wondering, are these, residents of this area, and they drove all the way down to Poway and then all the way back home, all that way to commit a burglary. It's just definitely would like to know more about this story.
Yeah, that sounds like
again, that's as far away to
interesting
go,
story.
but obviously seems like they had pinpointed where they wanted to exit. That's for sure.
I'm wondering if that
On
was
Imperial Highway.
a one-way street where
It's
the
actually
car,
worse
as
than
maybe
the
as
idiot
Desmond
that
was saying,
crashed.
he was
Yeah.
trying to get through there.
The
and
30 mile
saw
per
a
hour
car
guy.
coming in the opposite direction and swerved and then hit that guardrail there.
Well, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
most likely. I mean,
Yeah.
We got law enforcement really tied up tonight in two different areas. And they've got a lot on their hands. Even if you go back, it looks like you are, Desmond, to where the original crime scene at Crocious and
yeah.
All right, I think
115.
I've had enough of this.
Wonder if they made any
And here,
headway.
We're sticking
They're
on
still
this?
you
there.
see the spotlight
Okay.
here.
Give me more
Still
updates.
looking around in one of the last known locations for one of those suspects. We haven't heard any chatter on our end from the air.
I
about
think
them
the
having anyone else,
ambulance
in
is
custody on
actually
this
a
one, but
fire
you see,
department ambulance.
you
Like
have a lot of
firefighters
law
got out of
enforcement
it.
from many different agencies,
Yeah.
and it looks like tempers have simmered down now at this point. Not seeing anything being thrown at officers any longer.
Yeah, it looks like things have cooled down there.
Yeah, and some kids down there too, I can tell, that are lined up on the street. And I mean, it's a big commotion
Yep.
in your neighborhood. There's no question
Oh, hey,
about that.
subatomics.
All the lights and sirens and
Helicopters
and
above, right?
yeah, and obviously going to be there for a while. We still got that night sun. Looking for this. We know there were 2 that they've apprehended. There are at least 2 more at large. Could be 3.
News
right.
people don't have any idea what's going on.
Wonder
And they could be
where they're
anywhere in
going.
any of those
receive.
buildings.
You're following some of the.
Yeah,
They're just
pictures
waiting
there,
for the
Desmond.
cops to talk on the scanner.
Yeah, just seeing what all they're up to right here. Looks like some more sheriff's deputies. I wasn't
All this
sure if they
stuff
were
just
coming
comes
to
from like the
attempt- I'm
police
just gonna
scanner.
wind out and show
So
you the
it's
the
all,
area that we're
man,
talking
those
about right here.
things.
This would be nearly
It's hard to make out
impossible to seal
anything
down. This is not, just like
super
a single-family home neighborhood where there's limited points of entry. You can
I
see
bet there's
just
a
how-
lot of
how
things being
porous
said.
this area is, and that's why they were having so much trouble finding those suspects to begin with. We saw some of the cruisers that were up on this street that went flying by while the suspects were down in this area right here before they were finally able to get that one person in custody, and then later the driver of that vehicle. But we believe that there's still, or 2,
All right.
possibly 3 people that are out here running, including the original driver
all
that was
right.
driving
I'm gonna
like a
sign
total
off.
maniac out of Orange County.
Yeah, I'm just very fortunate.
If I go live
we didn't
again
see
tonight, it's
anything happen
because
on the
there's
freeway.
another
It-
police chase.
For a minute there, we saw some moves
So come in
where
here.
the car seemed to swerve. I mean, it was easy to get
I think
to
this
lose
is
control.
all that's going
But
to
now-
happen here. I don't want to sit here and watch it. I don't.